Okay, going live again. Probably lost more people. Alright, so this time around with Hoggy's trip around the block or walk around the block, I am actually walking around a block this time. Probably going to keep it to walk around the block. What happened to the previous one was apparently if you have it open within the app to watch it, you'll get feedback, and that was very annoying and I could not continue with that. So I probably lost my 3 viewers doing that. Hopefully they'll come back to here. So be it. Didn't mean to mess up, but life happens. You have to roll with the punches. So I was planning to go to the Comic-Con in Huntsville this weekend, but a lot of things happened and pretty much I didn't have a chance to go. That, and I thought it was another date, but it's awkwardly in the beginning of this month. Wish I had some moderators to let people know this is another video, but so be it. Well, what got me into anime was, this is pretty much a timeline. Sorry about the change of video. I had a technical mess up and I couldn't close the video I'm watching to get the link in order to share, and had to restart the video. So please let people know if you're talking with people. So for the first time I really knew what I was watching was anime was back when I was 3, watching stuff on Nick Jr. The ones that I remember the most from Nick Jr. was the Little Bits and the Grim Fairy Tale Adventures, which thankfully Discotek released that one. Also, I believe on the Sci-Fi Channel, I'm not sure how I watched it, but I watched the Fist of the North Star movie, which was pretty awesome for a 3-year-old, seeing people punch and explode and all that gruesomeness. And I can confirm I do have hair on my chest, so that probably helped with that. Then also around that time, my dad and mom finally got married, and unfortunately for me, he was a jarhead who just came back from Japan. One of those individuals of, how dare I travel, even though a lot of people would wish for that fortune. Or, I don't know what you call it, I would say leisure, but he didn't like it one bit. He just wanted to stay home and be near his newly born child. But so be it. However, with the jarhead comes normal things that would happen with the father that's a jarhead. A divorce happened around 6. So in between the age of 3 on, or really 6 on, because they stopped airing a show called Sad M Sonic on Saturday mornings, which was a really awesome show, and I wanted more of it, but I just couldn't find it. However, I try to follow shows that were closely airing at the time with it. So this is how I watch Reboot and watch Sailor Moon. And with Sailor Moon, I knew from the start that it was a Japanese cartoon. I just knew with the little bit of background that I had, and my dad confirming it for me. So along that, I saw Sailor Moon not on Toonami, but on USA's Cartoon Express. That's right, that's the Saturday morning. Well, that's not it did have some Saturday morning, but it was more their Saturday and weekday cartoon lineup on the USA Network. Both early in the morning, so you can get ready for school, get up for daycare, all that good stuff. And also sometimes during the evenings, typically the after school hour. I saw those California Teenagers, that Sentai. I forgot the wild name of that, but that's what that one was. Then around that time, I saw on Fox Kids Samurai Pizza Cats, which was a hilarious show. Digimon much later on. And technically the first time I saw Dragon Ball Z was not on Toonami, but just some random episodes that they decided to air on Fox Network, the local Fox channel. I think they ran out of stuff to program and quickly put on stuff that they had. So I saw the Snake Way episode where Goku was tricking the Snake Empress. Then along there was Toonami, where I saw once again Sailor Moon and Reboot, and I was hoping from seeing those two I would see a continuation or another season of Phantom Sonic. Didn't happen, but from there I started to explore more different series of anime, like Tenchi Muyo and all the other blocks along the way. Because of Hamtaro, I didn't end up with a hamster because I keep biting my fingers, but I ended up with the gentle gerbil. And the step siblings got a hamster because we were living in different houses, and when we lived together, without my knowledge, the stepbrother pitted the hamster and gerbil to fight each other, and the gerbil won apparently. So as sick as that is, that's what they did. But yeah, ages 8 to 9 is when Toonami happened. And around that time was Pokemon. Pokemon's important to me because it actually helped me step forward into exploring other facets of anime and manga. My first manga was The Adventures of Super Mario World, which was awesome. I'm glad it got a reprint. I believe it was first printed in the Nintendo Power comic section. If you haven't had a chance, go pick it up. It's really fun to watch or read, even if Luigi is cross-dressing as Princess Peach. But with Pokemon, it introduced me to the Viz lineup of anime, which on the back of one of the VHSs, after the first two or three episodes played on the VHS, it would have different trailers for different properties of Viz at the time. One of them was Ranma 1/2, the first movie, where they go. That's the one where Ranma and friends rescue Akane from these cursed people who are always needing to eat pickled radishes to keep their form. And from there, I would say Ranma 1/2 would be the first manga series I picked up and read, but not completed. The first one I would complete would technically be Love Hina. But that was around the age of, when I was 14 is when I first completed it. I got the first volume of Ranma 1/2 when I was 10, which was awesome. The first VHS Sonic, or sorry, well, I think I ruined it, but the first anime VHS I got was the VHS Sonic the Hedgehog the movie, that OVA from ADV. Still have it too. First anime DVD I got was Ranma 1/2, the volume of season 6 where they first introduced Gosen Kuki. Junior high was pretty much the biggest boom for anime because it was around the 2000-2003 period where you had stuff like Anime Insider, Toonami Ads boom, along with the introduction of Adult Swim. Anime on Sci-Fi Channel, which I still speculate that's where I watched the first Fist in the North Star movie. It was always anime some part of the day of the week. I believe it was Anime Saturday at first, and it ended with Anime Monday. So I think it was still Anime Saturday along that time period, but like I remember watching a Tenchi Muyo movie while Toonami had its Rising Sun on the Sci-Fi Channel. It was like, well, what's going on there at the time? So during those periods, that is when the boom happened. Licensors were swapping from VHS to DVD. Some were going out of business because of that. Others were adjusting to this new format and making quite a bit for the buck at the time. And because of that, more series could be available over here. I remember seeing rare series on the shelf at FYE. I wasn't fortunate to go to Best Buy, which I heard that was like the Anime Nirvana at the time, but one was not near me, so there you go. And then you had New Type USA. Man, that magazine was awesome, especially when I finally went to high school around 2003. Everyone would pile around the lunch table, going ooh ah, and looking at the different shows, wondering how they are, wondering what it would be, speculating if it was awesome or not. It was a wild, awesome ride. Uh-oh. So I was not. That's all I had of the card. Hate that I had to swap to one video to another. Let's see if I had. Well, I don't think I have any. Yeah, I don't have any comments. Feel free to comment. I am not a Barnes & Noble kid. I was a Books A Million kid, because that was the place to go to. Because it had that awesome Joe Muggs and the cookies that were bigger than a hockey puck. I hated that Joe Muggs has went away now. I hope that they can be around another time. Well, no. I hope that they can form their own venue and have it again, because I really enjoyed that cafe. But with that, yeah, I've always grown up seeing the stuff. I was poor, mind you, because, well, I had parents who just had me way too early in life to really explore life and figure out what to do. That and the whole divorce starting with the dad secretly buying another house and kept it a secret for 3 years. That pretty much ended that. So I grew up I've only been to the beach 3 times in my life, and only 2 of them I remember. The first time I was like way too young to remember. So I guess with the useful adversities I've been through, that's why I've gotten into collecting, and we can kind of see the career path I'm going with a master's degree. If you haven't checked it out, I did have a AI stream about doing a simultaneous anime dubbing, which it's going to crash when it first happened, but I still think it's something that the people who pirate anime should look into to try to start that. But anyway, so that, let's see. Augie, I am a new viewer to your channel. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Vanish. I think it says Vanishing Fox. I have Vash the Fox. Thank you, man. Hopefully you subscribed and can enjoy the content. I might do another stream later today at a different location. That one's well, I already have it written up. That one is that cliche question that you see online of, is all anime the same? Which is, I'll start off already with that one, that if someone ever asked that or seems to think that way, they haven't watched too much anime to begin with. But I'll save that for later. So with that, yeah, another plane. Yeah, another plane. I don't know if I got it. Well, if I didn't, so be it. So with that, I'll catch y'all later, and I'll have a stream up again soon. Later, guys. All right. And we